story, and always when we start with stories, I can capture your attention, hopefully. It's a beautiful food, so hopefully I can take you away a little bit from the food. One of the icons of the Hanafi school of thought is Qadi Abu Yusuf. He's a very famous student of Imam Abu Hanifa, and his student narrated this story. Qadi Abu Yusuf was an orphan. His father died at a young age. They were poor, didn't have much. So his mother decided to send him to the market to work and make some money to support himself. However, Qadi Abu Yusuf in the market found the halaqa, the class of Imam Abu Hanifa, and he used to sneak out from work, go and attend the class. The mother knows about it, go to the class, pick him up, put him back in the workplace. This is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Finally, she came to the class and Abu Hanifa was sitting. Qadi Abu Yusuf, a young man, sitting there. She looked at Abu Hanifa, Al-Imam Abu Hanifa, and she said, "You know what? You're ruining my child. You're spoiling my child. You're taking him away from our source of income that can help him." Al-Imam Abu Hanifa, the faqih, as Imam Shafi'i used to say about him, كل الناس في الفقه عيال على أبو حنيفة. Every scholar of fiqh is a child if you compare him with Abu Hanifa. So he looked at her and says, "Woman, leave him there. Let him learn. One day he will eat al-faludaj. It's a kind of dessert that only kings and high rich people, dignitary, eat it." She looked at him and says, "What?" Took her child, moved, looked at him and says, "By Allah, Abu Hanifa, you're getting old and I think you're losing your mind." Years later, before that, Abu Hanifa decided to take him out of the market, pay him daily what he was gaining from work, and he taught him. Years later, Abu Yusuf became the Qadi of Baghdad. The judge of Baghdad is like the Supreme Court these days. And one day, he was sitting with Harun al-Rashid, Amirul Mu'mineen, the leader of the believers. And then they were eating and they served them dessert. And guess what was the dessert? Al-Faludaj, what Abu Hanifa predicted. So he looked at it and he starts smiling. So Harun al-Rashid looked at him and says, "Why are you smiling? It's a dessert." He said, "Nothing, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. It's nothing." He said, "No, you need to tell me." So he told him the story. And Harun al-Rashid says, "May Allah bless Abu Hanifa. He looked at you with his heart. He didn't look at you with his eyes. And look what this brought up." Al-Qadi Abu Yusuf. Every time I come across this story, I remember a story happened to me in Jeddah, where I studied Islamic study. After I moved, I had to work to get, for logistics reason, to get permanent visa, to stay in the country and to study. So one day I was in labor and delivery. As most of you know, I'm an obstetrician gynecologist. So they called me for a delivery. Next day, I had fiqh exam. So I brought my books with me because sometimes delivery takes a long time and I may be able to study. So I left my book, and it was book of fiqh, al-Umdah, and went to see the patient, came back. One of my colleagues next to me looked at me and said, he picked up the book and he said, "What is this? What is gonna give you? How much more you will make?" Very common question, very common